The behavior is such that it doesn't project innocence. And it's interesting because it's not, as you say, just people on the political left. Half of Republicans in the United States believe he's covering something up.
Yes, but the question is, what's he really worried about? Because, there have been so many awful stories about Trump in his history. He's been accused of sexual harassment, of sexual assault. He's been caught on tape admitting how he behaves. And none of it's bothered the electorate that much. They still re-elected him. So what is it about this Epstein story that is potentially so much more damaging?
There are two critical differences. As bad as all of the previous allegations have been against Donald Trump, this at least potentially has to do with underage women, girls we're talking about here. And that is different than the bulk of what he has been dealing with over the last decade or so of his political career. So that's number one. Number two, this is now a concern because it's ripping MAGA apart in a way that nothing else has done. Even, he ran as the anti-war president. And then we had what happened in Iran, and there was equivocating, but for the most part, his constituents, his base, didn't really care about the 180. This really seems to be ripping them apart, where even prominent content creators and influencers who have been on his side are saying, I don't believe this. We were told the transparency would come from him. The current FBI director, Kash Patel, for years said, if Trump wins, you're going to get the full truth about Epstein. The current deputy FBI director, Dan Bongino, for years on his podcast said, if you want to get to the truth about Epstein, the full truth, you've got to elect Donald Trump. And then now they, as part of Trump's administration, are saying, it's all the way you were told about the death of Epstein. There's no client list. There's no further prosecutions. There's nothing here. And so this is different because it's already ripping his base apart, and it has the potential for even people in his administration to potentially abandon him. I think that those two reasons are why this is different.